what's more stranger than Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars?
Strange magic!
We're here tonight at Brennan Theaters watching Strange Magic. I believe it's George Lucas's or Lucasfilm first CG animated type of film other than Star Wars. I wanted to see this movie because it's a family movie and it's a musical. Getting into this, I'm thinking like, oh my God, why did I pick this? There's a lot of elements in this movie where it just literally didn't know what it was doing. My idea of a musical is the characters sing you songs that are telling story. This movie, they're just using actual songs that have been written back in the day and they just dropped them in to help tell the story, but that's not really a musical. Lots of music, a lot of songs, a lot of singing. The animation and the graphic style, outstanding, but that's still not enough to carry this movie to be like, oh my God, go see it. Yes, it's a family movie because let's be honest, the movies kind of right now are more adult oriented, so if you want to take your kids and family, go for it, sure. But the movie just has a hard time dialing itself into what it wanted to be. It's all over the spectrum. Will you laugh? Yeah. The fact that they kind of at different times make fun of themselves in the movie where they break the fourth wall. All in all, I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 10. If you want to see it because you're curious about this musical or curious about what Lucasfilm is doing, go see it. It's nothing special. The only saving grace probably for me was the animation and the style, the graphics of it, because those were phenomenal, especially some of the poses with the fairies, with the sword and the armor. To see last week's review, go ahead and click the logo down yonder here at the bottom. See what the other enthusiastic singers had to say. Let's check that out right now. So you are the musical guru. You know everything there is to know about musicals. With this being a musical animated, George Lucas, talk about it, Strange Magic.
I think that they had a good concept going into this. I think I see what they were trying to accomplish. Problem is there was no focus in the movie. There was too many characters. Half of them didn't even need to be in the movie. They literally served no purpose. Focus on your 3 or 4 characters. I think the movie would have actually been a hell of a lot better. They had a lot of good talent in this movie. All kinds of great talent, great vocal talent, but they didn't showcase any of it. When they took the songs that are they're done songs. They're from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. I mean, these are known songs that are known for a reason because they're good. They've got good hooks. They've got good harmonies. And then they sang them in weird ways. They're doing things with their vocals that didn't make any sense that completely ruined the song. There were songs they got into the chorus, and I'm like, I think I know what this is, but I'm not sure. And then when you figure it out, you're like, I freaking know that song. How did I not know that's what they were singing?
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, because they barely sang it. I mean, the movie starts out, and the first song in the movie is sang in such a strange way.
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, it's like, why are they singing it like this? I don't understand why they're singing it like this. The only really good thing I could say about the movie is some of the humor was spot on. Whoever it was that wrote the humor, they probably shouldn't have been able to write the story too. They probably should have had someone else write the story and have them write the humor. It would have been better.
It definitely was strange. It was a weird movie. The plot was all over the place, but it entertained the kids, so it can't be all that bad. What do you think of it, Mark?
I liked it because it had like a lot of singing and it had a lot of action.
Like I said earlier, the plot was a little iffy, but I'm an adult, so it'd be different as a kid. But like I said, my kids loved it, and characters were lovable. It was humble and sweet and sometimes awkward, but it did have a mix of child humor and more teenage, young adultish humor. And if you have a sense of humor, you'll like it.
Do not watch this, even if you have children, because they're like, colors, noise, song, yay! And you're like, colors, noise, and bad songs. Everything about this, not everything, because the animation was really good. LucasArts is known for their animation. Everything else that went with this sucked so bad. The continuity was weird. Everything was all over the place. Why do these people have this weird accent and these ones don't? Is it because it's magical in fairyland? Is it magical? Is it strange magic? Is that why? I just say no. I say good day, George Lucas, on this movie.
Is it better than Jar Jar Binks?
No. It's right up there with Jar Jar Binks. Did you like this movie?
Yeah.
What did you like about this movie?
The fairy.
The fairies? What else? Did you like the singing?
Yeah.
And what did you say when we walked out of this movie?
I love it.
You love it? You love this movie?
So what do you give this on a scale of 1 to 10? What do you give it?
You give it thumbs up?
You want to give it a 10?
You want to give it 2 of these? 2 high fives?
2 10s?
I'm done.
You're done?
Okay.
The freaking dumbest animated film I've ever seen since Freebirds with Owen Wilson. The animation was incredible, story continuity. I wanted to leave within the first 20 minutes. I am not kidding. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a long, long movie.
It's only an hour and a half.
I know, but it felt like 3 hours. Lucas, you've put in a good story effort, but I'm telling you, the dialogue was just terrible, and you've lost your touch, dude. I'm glad you sold your franchise to Disney, because they know what the heck they're doing. You're past your prime, dude. You were great in your day. Feels
That just seals the fate of Lucasfilm.
Pretty much.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, you give this a 10 out of 10?
A minus 10 out of 10.
The first negative.
But no, probably a 3. Good animation, terrible plot, terrible dialogue, terrible continuity, terrible singing.
I would give this a 2. It's not even, don't see it in theaters, don't do anything. Don't get it on any type of Ray, any type of disc, just don't do it. There's so many other movies that are coming out this year that you don't even need to waste your time with this one. Please just don't do it.
I'll say about 5.5,
I give it a 10.
and that's the difference between adults and kids.
I give it a 5 because, as you can see from all the kids that reviewed the movie, they enjoyed the movie. It is a kid's movie. I know that we've become spoiled, and we've become the point where when you go to a kid's movie as an adult, you want the Shrek, you want the movie that's for us too. This really wasn't for us. It was for the kids. The kids are going to enjoy this movie. Throw it on to babysit the kids while you're doing something else. You're not going to enjoy this movie. You're going to spend too much time rolling your eyes, trying to figure out what exactly they were thinking.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Like this video, favorite it, share it, like us on Facebook. What is your favorite George Lucas movie? I know everyone's gonna be like, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. You know, anything that Lucas had a hand in, it counts. Throw that down in the comment section, I'm really curious. And as always, we're letting you know before you go, at Brendan Theaters, no singing involved.
You're gonna make me cuss at you about a kid's movie because don't even talk about Jar Jar Binks. You need to walk away right now. He wants to get punched in his throat.
She will do it, and you'll be like, it is rolling, right?
Is there a red dot?
There's a red dot, seconds counting.
It's red. Okay. Oh, I don't want to wear a jacket in this. It makes me look fat.
You are fat.
I know. Because another thing I didn't like was the cinematography. All the characters like in the camera's face. Ah! That's what they were doing. Oops.
Because it might have been like a 3D.
Oh, I think I may have fogged it up.